Okay, so I am frying my tortilla, but okay, so I'm doing a homemade mukbang today. So I'm frying my tortilla. I'm making my own tostadas, which are the best when you're making any type of tostada meal. I really highly suggest you make your own tostadas. I have some here. I really highly suggest you make your own tostadas because they just taste better. Like, honestly, they just do. And I'm warming up my tinga here. I made this homemade. This is called Tinga. I've ate this before, but this has like become my favorite meal. Honestly, I crave it all the time. So I make it by myself now. I used to have my girl V make it for me all the time because I didn't know how, but I said, hey, a girl has to grow up. So I'm doing it on my own now. Okay, guys, so give me a minute to fry this up. I'm like literally frying all glam, but I literally woke up this morning and cooked this before everybody woke up. So I already ate 2 this morning, and I'm gonna eat, like, I don't know how I'm gonna eat right now, but your girl's gonna grab. What's up, you guys? It's Chunky here. I'm gonna get this video started because it was taking entirely too long to get this video started. Y'all don't know that, but now you know that. And this camera angle is a little off. I'm kind of like, hey, I have a top of a head, I swear. So this is my tinga. Last time I said it a little funny, okay, but I'm saying it right now. This is tinga. It's a Mexican dish, and it's chicken basically with chipotle sauce. I'm gonna go over the recipe as I eat this, as I'm talking, but I'm gonna dress her up a little. I'm gonna put a little makeup and a little, you know, when you need a little makeup on you to make you look good. So I'm gonna add some, this is like the basic toppings. You could also add some mayonnaise underneath it, like on the shell of the tostada. You could on the shell you could put some mayonnaise underneath it, which I was like, you know what, I opted out of the mayonnaise because I didn't want to add more cholesterol to my meal. I try to do things a little, you know, I try to cut corners and not really do too much when I'm doing mukbangs because it is a lot. So I'm gonna put some crema. Okay, so then you squeeze some lemon on it. I would rather like lime, but I had no lime, so I only had lemon. Which I told my daughter to grab lemons when we were at the market, and she thought I meant lemons instead of limes because, I mean, lemons, limes, they're all the same, you know what I mean? Like, I call limes lemons and I call lemons limes, like, whatever. Because in Mexican, like, usually that's what Mexicans do. They call them limons. Like, whether it's a green limon or whether it's a yellow limon, they say limon. It's all the same. So then I put some crushed pepper on the top. Yes. I'm so hungry right now, you guys. Let me open a Diet Coke. Cheers to you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. I'm gonna start with the really juicy. And I forgot my napkins. Literally so juicy. So the way I make my tinga is basically like chola cooking. If y'all know me from back in the day, I used to do chola cooking, which chola cooking is something like you take recipes that would normally take you forever to cook and you cheat a little bit. Because ain't nobody got time for that. So what I do is I get 2 rotisserie chickens. I need 2 depending on the size of your family. I need 2. Because people at my house be grubbing. Especially me. So I get 2 rotisserie chickens, and the ones that are like made, chickens that are already made like at Smart and Final, they have them like at Bonds, Albertsons, Food for Less. They have like the already warmed, like they're in like a little bag and they're warmed up and it's like a whole little chicken. You get those 2 things. Then for the produce, you're gonna need onions, lettuce, lemons, and that's pretty much it. Some people like to add other things. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people out there like, oh, I add this, I add that. This is what I add. This is to my flavor liking. I've seen some people add cabbage. I really need a napkin. I've seen some people add cabbage. I've seen some people add so many other different things, but I feel like this is more traditional. So basically, then obviously you need tortillas. I shred both chickens. I shred them. Take them off the bone. Shred all the chicken out of the bone. Obviously throw the bone away. Speaking of bone, I don't know how I got in there. So you shred the bone. There is gonna get some bone in there, whether you use, I don't know if some people could use canned meat, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's probably gonna be too salty. I like a lot of lemon. So in a pan, you shred your chicken. You put your shredded chicken to the side. You put your shredded chicken to the side, and then you start building your sauce. Okay. In the pan, you put olive oil. You put your onions. And then, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you gotta buy you gotta buy some little small cans of chipotle. I buy the sweet chipotle because I enjoy the sweet sauce. So you buy the little cans of chipotle. Then you buy tomato sauce, the little cans of tomato sauce. You fry in your olive oil, you fry your onions, you cut up your onions in like little circles, like in the little O's, like almost like if you're making onion rings. You put that in the olive oil and you fry the onions till they get soft. Then you pour in your tomato sauce, your chipotle sauce. And then you go by your eye on how much like sauce you want, how saucy you want your chicken. It's meant to be saucy, but then you let your sauce cook with the tomato sauce and the chipotle sauce, and then you put a little bit of the chicken bouillon, and you put like I put some garlic in there, some like that garlic that's like pre-cut, the pre-cut garlic. I pour a little bit of garlic in there, garlic salt, just a little bit of seasonings in there. The chicken bouillon, I put a little bit of that in there. I cook the sauce a little bit until it's boiling, and then I throw my chicken in there slowly and I mix it. Y'all, bomb. And it's bomb. Simple, easy, quick, and it tastes like really like you know what you're doing. So you guys, I have been really out of it. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. I really feel like it's Mercury retrograde. So please excuse me while I'm going through that, because I am really in touch with the universe, because I'm a Pisces. So if y'all know Pisces, we's in touch. Like, we keep in touch, we real in touch with the universe. So when shit's going on, when the moon is close and shit's happening with the stars and Jupiter is closer to the earth and all that, I can't talk right lately, which I have problems with anyway. I don't know what it is. But, excuse me while I'm going through that. We'll be back to our regular daily schedule of chunky. I can fill you guys in on a story that I've been talking to this girl that DM'd me a story. We've been talking back and forth, and I wasn't able to share her story, but I'm going to share it now. So basically, y'all, she's talking to this guy, and he was her mom's co-worker's son. And basically, she started talking to this guy. Mind you, he's younger than her. She said he's like 22 years old. And she's 27. So, they started like seeing each other, talking to each other. And they were supposed to meet this one night. And they were supposed to, you know, have a booty call. Like, just keep it 100. And they were supposed to do a booty call. And she fell asleep. And she was like, oh my God, girl, like, I can't believe I fell asleep on him. He was calling me, and I fell asleep. And I woke up to all these missed calls, and he was so upset. And he thought I fucking blew him off. I tried to apologize, but he was acting like an idiot. So basically, they stopped talking. But she said that she could not fucking get him off her mind. So, you know, she kind of let it go. It had been a few months, and she hit me up, and she's like, I really want to hit him up. I miss him. I miss talking to him. He was a good guy. Like, we hit it off really well and all that stuff. So I was like, girl, like, hit him up. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, hit him up. What do you have to lose? Like, you know, I mean, just hit him up. And so she was like, I'm scared. Like, what if he don't feel the same? What if he has a girlfriend? All these questions. I'm like, bitch, the only way you're going to find out and figure it out is if you message him. So she's like, but he was mad at me, and I tried to hit him up before, and he was acting stupid. I go, girl, just hit him up. Like, stop hitting me up and hit him up. So she said she hit him up. She's like, okay, I'm gonna hit him up and I'm gonna hit you back up and let you know what happened. She hit him up and she said that he didn't get back to her. He didn't get back to her till the next day. She messaged me the next day. She said he got back at me. And now he was acting very, like, short with her. And he wasn't that interested. I'm like, girl, if he was not that interested, he would not hit you back up. Let's keep it 100. She kind of hinted around that she was like, you know, she's lonely. Like, not only does she misses him, she's a little lonely. She needs to, you know, she needs some guy attention. She needs some, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, she could find some new, I don't want to say the word, but she couldn't find another guy, right? Well, the thing about it is that I totally understand where she's coming from, because, oh man, the way it is nowadays, dating and all that stuff, like, I could only imagine how hard it is. All these motherfuckers now, you can't trust nobody. All these guys are lying. They all have baby mamas and all this shit. And she had already fucked with him, and she knew who he was, and there was really nothing wrong with other than the fact that, you know, she, like, basically it was her fault that they had, you know, stopped talking. So, I mean, you could sit there and say, like, well, if he really liked her, he would have, like, forgave her, you know what I mean? Because he's young. He's 22, she's 27, like, he's young. So she said that he was acting stupid, still. And so we left it at that. I said, then fuck him. Move on, find somebody else. Like, simple as that. So then later on, she texted me a couple of days later. She said, girl, update. We've been talking. He's been messaging me. But whenever he wants to, like, that's some bullshit. Like, he just messages me whenever he feels like it and blah, blah, blah. But they are talking back and forth. I'm like, girl, if you feel like texting him whenever the fuck you want to text him, it's not that serious. Text him. Like, if you feel like talking at a certain time, like, don't wait for him to text you. Like, what the fuck? If you feel like talking to him right then and there, talk to him whenever you want. So, I gave her that advice. Next advice was that she was saying that she was kind of complaining about him. I said he's just a kid, blah, blah, blah. I said, girl, it's not that fucking serious. Okay? Message that fool when you want to. If you feel like having the D, let him know. It's not that serious. You're not trying to get married to him. You're not, like, we know that he's already, like, not marriage material. And hey, he could fucking end up very well. Maybe you're a fucking, you know, significant other, like your husband or something. You never know. Like, yeah, he's young right now, and he's, you know, he's young. Like, 22, damn. I could only imagine what he's thinking in his head. The kicker is that she's like, well, it's not even about his sex game. Like, he has a little, you know, a little thing. And that, like, y'all, I told her it's not even how big someone's thing is, okay? I'm not going to get that into it, but it's not big. The bigger, we're not going to go that deep, but I'm going to say this, okay? It does not have to be the size of the man. He could always rock it. But this guy is young and he doesn't understand that. And she said, I said, if he doesn't know how to, I mean, if he's not big enough to satisfy you in one way, which I don't believe, I believe that even if you're small, you can satisfy a woman. But if he can't satisfy you completely in one way because he is lacking, then he should have some good head game. Like, he should be able to, like, satisfy you in another way, if you know what I mean. She said that he didn't even know how to do that either. I said, girl, hit him up and teach him. That being said, stay chunky because chunky is beautiful. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this little mukbang, homemade mukbang. Y'all always want to see me cook a homemade meal. Bitch, you got it. I love you guys. Peace out.